Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in Distant Worlds 2 as the United Federation of Planets. Okay, so we are being attacked yet again. I just brought my the 3 Ghost Fleet ships back. They are currently going to do a quick refuel at the spaceport, and then we're going to try to defend against this. We've got a destroyer, the Final Eclipse, owned by the Daguba Outlaws, who are the Mortalon pirates. They are going to raid Earth. Most likely, we can't stop this. They're just going to launch their assault pod when they get within range, and we're going to lose some people. I mean, it's just going to happen. We can train troops. The problem is we have no money, and also the problem is that they cost money. The maintenance cost is 200 credits per year for 5,000 infantry. My experience in testing has shown you need about 5 to 6 of these brigades to prevent the pirates from trying to ground invade you. So that's 1,200 annual credits, and you also have to pay anywhere from 25,000 to 30,000 credits to build it out, and it takes a long time to build it out. So it's tough to say if it's better to allow for some innocent millions of civilians to die, or if it's better to build defensive troops. You know, it costs money to save lives. What do you want from me? So let's see how it goes. We have, looks like there's another ship up here. Oh, that's Independent Light Trader. Right here is how you can tell, like, if it's an enemy or not. See how it's got this little gray color to it? That's Independent. And when you click on these, they're red because they are pirates, typically. And they've got slight variations on their flag, but mostly you have to look at the actual name. I do wish it was easier to see all of the different factions that are like currently in your system versus having to hover over every single ship, because if I click here, I have to click on a ship and then put my mouse here. I can't see. Sometimes the difference between these flags is just way too small to be able to tell. Right now looks like it's just, yeah, so that one's kind of obvious, but like, I don't know. It feels like it should just tell you who owns it without having to put the mouse on the tooltip. Like, I should just say it here. Anyway, so we're refueling, and then we're going to try to group up on one ship. This guy, the Ritna Aggressor, is an escort. Does not have that much stuff. I see some fighters. So I'm actually going to make sure this ship backs off. Regroups with the other two. We have a railgun, a medium concussion missile, and sentinel multi-beam point defense. It's hard for me to explain like what these weapons do when we don't actually have the tech. It's way easier to learn and explain tech as you unlock it. But off the top of my head, sentinel beam defense is this. Yeah, it's accurate point defense. So he's got one of these. He's got concussion missiles, which are concussion missile M. Yeah, so he's got tier 2 enhanced missiles, size medium, 1800 range, does 12 damage, fires 8 shots per volley on a 32-second cooldown. So it's very slow, but when it does fire, it fires 8 missiles. So missiles are interesting. All of the weapons in this game, I think, are quite interesting. Missiles, specifically, their advantage is they have no damage fall off. They do full damage at max range, compared to torpedoes, which have massive damage fall off. They do higher damage, but they fall off quickly. So if you fire from max range, they'll do much, much less damage. The problem with missiles, though, is that toward the bottom of this middle of this tooltip, we have 25% shield bypass, which is actually kind of bad. What that means is that 25% of our missiles will automatically... no, that's not how it works. It's not that 25% of our missiles will go through shields. It's that 25% of the damage will bypass the shields. So instead of hitting for 12, we're going to hit for 75% of that, which is 9. And then 25% of the damage is going to bypass the shield and hit armor. The problem is that armor has a reactive rating of 3. So 3 reactive rating offsets the damage that these deal. So they don't do anything. I actually really strongly dislike weapons that have large amounts of shield bypass, because I either want all of the damage to hit shields or all of the damage to hit armor. I don't want it to split between both sources, because deflectors also have a reactive rating. They can get it. They don't have it yet. The basic deflectors don't have it, but eventually we're going to get components that will essentially give armor to your shield that can also mitigate damage. So then you're being mitigated You're splitting your damage in half, and then some of it's being mitigated by the shields, some of it's being mitigated by armor, and it's just sort of overall bad. But, you know, they got that big of a range, and we can kind of do stuff. Missiles are also quite acceptable at shooting down interceptors. That's probably why we were able to shoot down some of them. In fact, if we look closely, we should be able to see some of these missiles firing. And also the point defense is functional against fighters. Pirate raiders, yes, we've been raided. Our colony is under attack, so that happened. I don't remember how many people we had, but we probably lost some. I don't see any other fighters. Yes, I do. Let's have these ships run away from that while taking down this fighter. There's a couple of them, actually. And now we'll turn around and try to capture the Ritna aggressor. If we can get their shields below 50, we have 3 assault pods, and we should see them deploy right now. Let's slow the game down. Maybe you can see the pods get launched. There's 1, 2, and 3. And what they're going to do is they're going to go into the ship, and then we're going to have a battle for the bridge. They have boarding defense of 144. We just launched 3 separate assault pods. Each one has 75 assault strength, so we're going to have at least 225 assault strength, which should be enough to take that ship. And right now we can see here, we got 245 strength versus 180. It's going to be a close fight, but we might have a shot at it. So that ship is essentially captured, assuming that they win. We're going to go refuel now. Unfortunately, their defense is now... Wait, are we the red number? Or are we the green number? I can't remember. I feel like we should be the red number, but red is usually bad. We definitely didn't launch 270 strength, though. Why do they suddenly have so much more boarding defense? Their boarding defense should only be 144. Of course, that's before tech. They probably have tech that's increasing it. Well, I hope that we're the 270. We might be the 270. We could also shoot at it some more, try to disable some of their stuff. If we shoot down one of the crew systems, they would lose a lot of boarding defense. Yeah, let's actually take a few more shots at it. I want to ensure that we have a shot at winning this. I don't care if we damage it a little bit. You can actually salvage tech from trying to repair a damaged ship as well. He's trying to jump away. It's important to know that even if he jumps away, the boarding attack will continue. So assuming that the 270 is our number and we're going to win eventually, at some point we'll just get an alert saying the ship has been captured, no matter where it goes, and then it'll fly home. So even if he gets away, but we disabled some of his stuff, so that's great. Yeah, I think I'm almost positive we're the red number, so I'm gonna stop shooting at it. Let's go refuel. We got another escort here, the Looming Liberty. Our assault pods have a cooldown of 20 seconds. It's been more than 20 seconds, so we could theoretically launch more. Or we can go after this one. I'm gonna go after this one. Back up to speed 4. I hope I didn't just attack the one pirate faction that we're paying. In keeping with our Empire policy, we've immediately scrapped the ship. Alright, so that's not what I want. Sometimes these settings get kind of tweaked. That's unfortunate. I wanted that ship. We actually did capture it, but... I have no idea why the game does this, but your policy settings are saved per race. So the last time I played was as Tekin. I had everything configured how I wanted it. And then now I'm playing as human, and so it's slightly different for some reason. So here under military, capture condition for ships, we always want to capture. When do we want to enlist? We want to enlist when high tech or larger than can build. Actually, I think we want enlist always. And then disassemble military ship, always disassemble at base for tech and resources. So that ship shouldn't have been exploded for 3,000 credits or whatever. It should have been captured, and then we could have potentially, looking at the tech, like maybe gotten a boost to hyperdrives, or even figured out how to make more assault pods, or fuel cell V2s or Acceleros engines or railgun tech. We don't have railguns, you know, we just have... Well, we haven't even built a military ship yet. Of all the ships that we've built, it's just all civilian stuff. Our escorts, though, would only have long-range cannons. They're just trash little Peter pew-pews. So hopefully the next ship will not be explodified. We might have gotten lucky, though. Like, there's still some scrap here. There's a reactor core, hull plating, hull bracing, hull section. Like, we could get lucky and still get tech. It's just a lot less likely when you blow the ship up. Capturing the Looming Liberty. It doesn't really seem like that's what you're doing. I want you guys to stay together, work together. All right, they are so they're conflicting. They're doing conflicting things with this mission. I'm gonna change my settings to same location. I think I need to set it on each individual ship. For some reason, my overrides aren't working. I want aggressive, aggressive. Same location, same location. And then the actual fleet settings as well. Same location, attack stance, aggressive, very tight formation. Ships retain roll, retreat when over 100%. Let's say nearby, which nearby just means within weapons range. Like, they won't even move towards stuff as a fleet, which is preferable. I want them to stop trying to take on new missions and just do what I say. Because they're not doing what I want. I need them to group up and all focus on one ship at once. If I don't have them all fire on the same ship, we can't actually capture things. Am I accidentally, like, attacking the wrong faction or something? These guys aren't actually really defending us anymore, although this is the one that had the ion protection. I think for right now, I'm going to stop paying them. One advantage to paying pirates over time is that you do get this +8 opinion for honoring the protection agreement. That is a permanent opinion bonus, so it's possible that eventually we can get a non-aggression treaty with them. And because they're human, it'll be a lot easier. Oh, here's something we can do that's kind of reasonable. I just saw that if we negotiate a deal with them, they don't know about the menacing sun. Let's tell them about other pirates. That counts as giving them 2,431 credits worth of value. So it's technically a gift. They don't care about it, but it's fine. Like, if they know about other pirates, maybe they'll fight them more. Seems reasonable to me. Alright, are we being swarmed? Are we gonna die? I see 3 ships. You're jumping away. Your shields are at 169. Your shields are at 273. Looks like one of our ships ran. This guy, he was trying to escape from here. He is currently at warp. Flying to, a little too far away, I think. Let's have him stop where he is. He's already at the sun. It's plenty distance. So he ran because his shields went low, but they've already come back a bit. We are at nearly full shields on these two. Let's still go for this guy. That guy is already trying to jump. I don't think we're going to get his shields down. So I'm going to have these 2 ships instead go after this guy. And actually I'm going to issue a command to all of them now to capture. I want that 3rd ship to come home again. The one that's near the sun. We have finished early ion weapons research. This gives us access to the ion field projector. Alright, now we'll do basic recreation. Actually, I really need shields. We need at least some shields. Having no shields, no armor means that any weapons damage at all can potentially cripple a ship if it just gets lucky and hits your generator or hits your warp drive. So it's super important that we get at least basic shields on every ship. Even more so than the basic recreation. Plus, we stopped paying that pirate, so our economy is positive again. Let's do a quick retrofit of our escort. We can swap in the ion field projector. And against any ship that doesn't have the ion defense, this will potentially allow us to lock them down and prevent them from escaping. And what I really like about early game ion weapons is, best case scenario, you hit their reactor and then everything goes down. They have no shields, they have no ability to warp out, they can't power their weapons. Worst case scenario, you hit their weapons and then they can't fire at you, which is also good because while they're not firing at you, you keep firing at them and eventually you'll hit their shields, or you'll hit their reactor, or you'll hit their hyperdrive. So ion field projector is basically a defensive weapon that mitigates incoming damage, and it can also give you kills and tech. So I just love it. So with that being said, we're gonna start building our own ships. Our spaceport is apparently under construction at the moment. Let's at Earth, we're retrofitting the spaceport. Let's I can't queue stuff right now because it's being built. There we go. I want to queue up 2 escorts. I want to try to keep this number positive, but we're going to get a little bit of extra defense. But I don't want to go to 25 minutes like last episode, so we're going to take a short break here. I will be back, and we will continue defending against these pirates. Where is this ship, and is he coming home? Are you warping? You are about to jump. Okay, so we don't want to issue another command to that ship because he'll start doing his jumping all over again. The warp bubble generator has a jump initiation time of 17 seconds. So I don't know how long ago he started the jump, but this guy, if I tell him to attack again, he'll actually just start all over, and that's obviously not useful. Looks like one of the escorts did chase him, so it's good that we're warping away again. All right, I'll see you guys in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.